Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have an interesting topic. I am going to tell you how to use castor oil on your hair. I did a video on all the different ways of using castor oil, the top 10 ways of using the oil, but this time I want to go a little bit more in depth on how to use it on your hair. I've been getting a lot of questions. I'm going to answer those questions for you all. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm just going to start off with some of the questions that I've been getting, so I'm going to answer those questions. One of the questions was, can men and women use castor oil? And the answer is yes. Both men and women can use this oil, especially if you're going through hormonal changes and baldness and just hormonal levels are off, which is causing your hair to thin out. Castor oil is a great oil to replenish and to feed those follicles. So yes, men and women both can use castor oil. Can castor oil reach your follicles? And the answer is yes. It has a lot of omega fatty acids in there, so it's going to penetrate deep into your scalp and feed and nourish those follicles and create circulation. Can castor oil turn scalp into a normal pH balance? And the answer is yes. Once again, it can make your scalp a normal pH level, which is going to help with dandruff and dry scalp. Another question that I get is, can castor oil be left on overnight? And the answer is yes. I would use it on damp hair. Don't use it on wet hair. It'll penetrate more if the hair is damp, not wet. Wrap it in a warm towel and let it penetrate overnight, and you should see significant difference in your hair. The easiest way to use castor oil is to massage it into your scalp, because the hair shaft is really dead, so we want to get it to the follicles. So if you lightly massage it into the scalp, it's going to really help nourish those follicles, like I said before, create circulation. It's going to penetrate deeply in there, give it all the vitamins and the minerals and the omega fatty acids. It's going to penetrate in there, and it's going to help promote hair growth. An easy way to use castor oil on your hair is to buy a dropper. You can get them from the drugstore. So you can part your hair open and apply drops of castor oil on your scalp. I would do 1/2 inch to 1 inch partings and apply the oil onto your scalp that way, and then I will go ahead and massage it lightly in with my fingers. Now you can do this a couple of ways. You can let it sit on your scalp as a oil treatment, so to speak, and if you use very little of it and not put it on the hair shaft, you don't have to shampoo it out. However, if you want it as a conditioning treatment, you can massage it lightly into your scalp. You can sit under a warm dryer for 20 to 25 minutes, and you want to rinse out. Now, what a lot of people have problems with is it is very oily. So if you don't like your hair to be weighed down, after doing this conditioning method, I would use a clarifying shampoo on the hair shaft. I wouldn't really work too much in the scalp area, because it's great to leave a little oil left behind, but go ahead and shampoo the hair shaft with the clarifying shampoo, and that's going to get rid of the heavy oil feeling. Another thing to keep in mind with castor oil on your hair, it is a humectant, and it does retain moisture in your hair. So, and it attracts moisture to your hair as well. So sometimes if you're natural and you may have pressed out your hair or got a blowout, when you use castor oil, you may have a little bit of reversion, or your hair may start attracting moisture and your hair can revert back to its wavy or its curly texture. Now, I haven't had a whole lot of experience with that. I haven't seen that a lot in my clients, but that is something that I do keep in mind. But it's a great thing. It's going to attract moisture to your hair. It's going to retain moisture in your hair, and your hair needs moisture to thrive. Now, even though our hair shaft is dead, that part is not alive, we can still coat our hair with castor oil. It's going to help smooth the cuticle and make your hair appear smooth, more moisturized, and conditioned. It's also great to use on ends that are splitting or looking really bad. It's going to help it look a lot better prior to you going in and getting your ends trimmed. Also, applying castor oil to your hair shaft will make your hair stronger. So this will help with split ends and breakage. You should notice less split ends, breakage, and thinning by applying castor oil to your scalp and your hair shaft. Back again to the scalp. It really does help with scalp infections because castor oil is antifungal. So if you have disorders of your scalp, psoriasis, dry scalp, dandruff, and so forth and so on, castor oil is a great treatment for that. If you have severe dry scalp and dandruff, I suggest using this oil at least 2 to 3 times weekly. Another question I've been getting is, can castor oil be added to other oils, or can other oils be added to castor oil? And the answer is yes. A lot of people do a treatment in that way. They have like their own little remedy, so to speak. Sunflower oil is a great oil to add. Almond oil, jojoba oil, those are great oils to add to castor oil. It will help thin the oil out because, again, castor oil is a very thick and oily oil. Also, for extra scalp treatment, you can add tea tree oil to castor oil. That both is antifungal, antibacterial, and it's going to really help with any scalp infections you may be having. When selecting castor oil, you want to make sure that it's cold pressed organic castor oil. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and grab my bottle of it. Okay, here's a bottle of castor oil. I will leave a link in my description box to where I got this from. I ordered this from Amazon. It's by Health and Beauty. It's organic USP grade castor oil, and the extraction method is cold press, and that's what you want to look for when using castor oil. Now, there's different types of castor oil. There's Jamaican castor oil as well, which is black in color, and this one is yellow in color. The difference is Jamaican oil is ashes from the roasted seeds of castor seeds is added to the oil, and that's what makes it black. When you purchase organic type castor oil, it's going to be free of pesticides and harmful additives. So that's what you want to look for, and that's why you want to get organic cold pressed castor oil. Now keep in mind, you can choose between the two. Rather you go with black Jamaican castor oil or organic castor oil. The darker the oil, the more impurities have been added to it. So you want to go, my opinion, I would stay with the light color yellow type oil because it has less impurities. Now, this is not an overnight fix for baldness or thinning of the hair. Your hair does take time to grow, but this can help speed up the growth of your hair. Your hair grows at least a ½ an inch per month on normal hair growth. But using castor oil within the first week, you should notice that your hair is shinier and it does feel better when you use it within the first week. So you're going to start noticing a difference in this oil really fast. Another question that I get is, can children use castor oil? And my suggestion is yes. Being though it is an all natural organic oil, children can benefit from using this oil as well. Okay guys, hopefully I answered all your questions on castor oil, how to use castor oil on your hair. I will put the other video up as well to the other ways of using castor oil, but I just want to go more in depth with this video. So if you have any more questions, please let me know. I have had great success with castor oil personally and in my salon, and thanks for joining me. Oh, by the way, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time I post a new video. I try my best to post new videos every week. Once again, be true to you and have a good one or two.